Hello, welcome back. 14 games left to go in the Championship for this season, and we need to start winning. We've not lost in a few games, but we've only been drawing. Today has to be the day that we start to win. Welcome to Be a Legend. Hello and welcome to episode 46 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you in the Championship. Swansea and also Brentford. Both games are being played at home, and you will see from this screen, in fact I think you're hidden by my picture a little bit, so we'll pull this up into a proper league table and have a look at it this way. Currently we are in 18th place. As mentioned in the intro, we have 14 games left to play, and today we're playing Swansea, who are currently in 12th, Brentford, who are currently 10 places below them in 22nd, but they have won their last two games. Needless to say, they've beaten Crystal Palace by 4-3 and Ipswich Town by 2-1 after losing previously to Bristol City 3-2. 2-0 to Barnsley and 3-1 to Burnley. So we need to be sorting ourselves out today. As mentioned, we do need to open up a little bit of a gap. Currently, that is just 4 points between us and Brentford, as previously mentioned, in that 22nd place in the table. So we need to fix that very, very quickly if we can. So what else has been going on? Let's have a look at what's actually been going on since you were last with us. And you will see from this particular shot, the last game you saw was Barnet in the FA Cup 4th round. Nottingham Forest, we beat 3-2, goals from Helm and 2 from Afri. Bit of a topsy-turvy game, that one, if I remember rightly. Mackenzie missed a penalty after just 3 minutes. Johnson got their first goal after 16. Helm put us back on level terms after 29. Sanchez getting them 2-1 in front after 35, and then before half-time, Afri getting on the score sheet, equaling it up 2-2 at half-time, and then Afri pops up again on 82 minutes to give us the winning goal. And I would say we probably edged it. Certainly XG-wise, 13 shots, 10 on target, as you'll see, and 60% of the possession. So I think it was one of those games that if it had been a draw, I think that would pretty much been it. But we did actually squeeze that one out. And then we've had 2 away games. So I suppose 2 draws from away games aren't bad. If you can win at home, draw away from home, you won't be going far wrong. Luton Town, 0-0 draw in that one, and a 1-1 draw against Fulham. That game we were behind a Carvello goal after 23 minutes, and Afre stepping up to the mark again 1 minute into added time in the first half got us that goal. But pretty much after that it was a close shop, because they had the better of the game, as you'll see. Not maybe possession, but we had 9 shots, 4 on target. They had 16 and 7, 1.54 on the XG. So to come away with a 1-1 draw, I think we probably did okay there. But as I say, home today, Swansea and Brentford. I'm hoping that we can pick up some points and try and open up that little bit of a gap between us and Brentford. And certainly the second game against Brentford is technically a 6-pointer. Right, transfer was carrying on when we had the last episode. It has now, of course, closed, and really the only person coming in was Gabriel Tuppin, who came in on loan from Liverpool. He's a striker but can also play an attacking midfield, and also can play on the right side of midfield. And he's been playing a few games up front when we've changed from the lone striker to 2 up front. But he's off the mark. He's made 3 subs appearances up to now, a 6.67, not actually got onto the score sheet. We might try him out wide at some point, or even in this role here. So we'll see how that pans out, but just give us a little bit of extra clout off the bench if needed. Hopefully he'll start to come good very, very soon. Outgoings, I'm not quite sure where we were, but we'll go through the ones that have gone out during the transfer window. Callum Doherty, he's gone to Kings Lynn Town on loan, and Vasilos Gatti, I can never pronounce his name, Gatis has gone to Barrow, also on loan. So that are the players going out on this one. I think that's pretty much it, really. Let's go through to our first game of the episode then. It is a home match against Swansea City. And this is the team that we're putting out for the game against Swansea. Sanchez in goal. Kenlock, Gomez, Elleroux and Mackenzie are our backline. Carroll and Sanders in midfield, with Thomas, Helm and Edwards on the attacking midfield, with Afray up front on the bench. Grajek, Head, Anderson, Tuppin, Lees, Taylor and Murray. So as I said, Tuppin can play either up front or in either of these 2 positions. So we'll see how this pans out. Helm has been playing very, very well of late. So he's definitely good in that position and likes to attack from there. Just going to check one thing. On it, box to box midfielder is good, as is Saunders on the Mazzala role. So we're all good to go. As you'll see, Kenlock for Taylor and Opie Edwards for Anderson are the 2 changes from the last match that we played. Oh, well, apologies. Obviously been doing some editing. I always forget to check that before we come on to the video. Right, so the assistant saying we're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure we're left to no doubt. Do we owe Swansea after what happened in the last match? I'm thinking we might do, actually. Yes, that's motivated everybody apart from Elleroux. We'll give Elleroux a bit of a... Got faith in you, go out there where everybody's motivated now. And back to the Valley for this one. Game underway. And they watch Delap. In fact, I think Delap did he? If my memory serves me right, he did us at Sheffield Wednesday, and there he is. He's done us again. I shouldn't have mentioned his name, really. It almost like the FM gods put it on his head deliberately. 6 minutes gone, and we are a goal behind. Not what we wanted. Do we get to see that again for a tight offside? No, we don't. So it wasn't anywhere near a tight offside then. Kenlock has suffered a gashed lower leg. So we're going to let him play through that in a minute. Right, we're going to carry on for the minute. We have a corner. Sanders crosses in, and we've got the equaliser. Robbie McKenzie, who missed a penalty in the last game. In the last game, in one of the games recently. And he's got on the score sheet with this. He's our usual corner to the near post, and McKenzie gets underneath it, and on 21 minutes we're back on level terms. No more than we deserve, I don't think, at this stage. And they have a throw in again, and we have to be very careful. Come on, win that ball, tackle him. How frustrated. Oh, I was lucky we didn't get a penalty awarded against us there. Work their way into the penalty area. and Gomez doing enough to put him off the shot, I think, and Sanchez picking up the tame shot in the end. Definitely having the better of this first half. 5 shots, 2 on target against our 1, and 1 on target, 1 being the goal. And I think we're going through to half time. Oh, Kenlock heads that back to Sanchez. He's long throw to Helm. Sanders. And Sanders is injured. He's gone down. And luckily that's gone wide. Right. We have got half time has arrived. And Sanders will be a substitution at half time, I'm guessing. 1 shot, 1 on target, 62% possession against their 6 and 2. Slightly better on the XG, but they've only got 38% of the possession. So I think that's the only thing that has been our saving grace so far. So we'll go through to do the half-time talk, and we'll be right back with this second half. And you come back for the second half. Harry Taylor has replaced Sanders at half-time. And as we expected, we have left Kenlock on for now. But we commence the second half. Afri gets us underway. Back to Carroll. And looking for a bit more impetus in the second half. And they have a corner. Crossed in, and they've scored. Reece Burke. Puts us back behind. Well worked corner, and Burke getting up above the defenders to head in. Right. Obviously the half-time team talk didn't do the business. We're going to demand more. Helm is worn out, so we look as if we're going to make that change. 60 minutes gone, and Kenlock as well maybe coming off. This could be Tuppin's chance in that position. We'll give it a few more minutes, and then maybe what we need to do is we need to go to a more positive attack. Helicopter going over, if you can hear that on the Luke Thomas is tired now. We're suffering from a lot of tiredness. Right, 70 minutes gone. We haven't had another attack, so we're going to have to go to positive just to try and get this out. Carroll is tired. Opie Edwards is having a really poor game, as is Luke Thomas, to be fair. So let's bring Anderson on for Thomas. And he needs to make a difference today. I need to be doing something. This is going to go down as a loss, I think. We're getting very, very tired, and that will lead us down the route of Afri's not having a good game either. Midfield, attacking midfield right, can't play centrally. Attacking midfield left, he can't play centrally either. Albeit he can play right or left. Topping can play right. Don't think there's much we can do there to try and apart from maybe putting Tuppin up front. Let's do that. We'll move Tuppin up front, move Afre over. Maybe we've just got Afre in the wrong position, have we? No, he's attacking. Right, we're going to go to 2 up front. And best position for is as a poacher on attack. Maybe this is what we've got the problem with, is we need ball winning midfielder on support, but do we need Carroll? Maybe Carroll as a Mazzala on attack. Just need to do something. Confirm changes and see if we can do anything. Nothing. We have a corner though. Kenlock with the corner, and it's very tame header down. I think we've got a penalty, and Mackenzie has stepped up to take it and has put it away. Back on level terms. Not sure we deserve it. His 8th goal of the season, but somehow or other that has got us back on level terms and sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Just need to be careful now, don't concede another one. No, he's giving him too much room. Ellaroo making the tackle, but it still comes back in. Kenlock with the header out, but only as far as Price, and they come at us again. Really do need to hanker up here. They're all over the place, and that's it. Delap gets his 2nd of the game, and on 89 minutes, 90 minutes, I think that is it. Right. Let's berate the team. Go back to a balanced mentality. We have got better on the XG here, but we're not going to get anything out of this game, I don't think. Sanchez to Ellaroo. Ellaroo, long ball forward, and it's headed out wide to Swansea, who pass it back to the goalkeeper. 6 minutes of injury time. There's a lot of injuries in this game, and Swansea coming at us again, and if he gets that cross into the box, they're outnumbered in the box, and I don't think we deserved a 4-2 loss, to be honest, in the end, but when they have attacked us, they've put us to the sword for sure, and we've not really had anything to fight them with. Very poor indeed, and that is the end of that one. Afri having a really bad day. Edwards not having a fantastic day. In fact, really it's only Kenlock and Mackenzie that have had anything resembling a reasonable day, and having got back on level terms from the penalty spot from Mackenzie, Delap and Congrave finishing us off once we'd got very, very tired. And I'm going to thrash arms. Very disappointing. Very disappointing indeed. So we're still 18th. Brentford obviously didn't win their game. If we can find them. No, they lost 2-0 to Crewe, who are on the bottom of the table. So we've got to win this one. If we can win this one, it does open that 6-point gap up. Well, in fact, if we can win this one, 3, that'll open it up to 7 points. So at least a little bit of daylight between us and the drop zone, which is what we want, and to get into the summer and hopefully do some rebuilding. Let's just have a look. 6 to 7 days for Max Sanders. It is bad news. We have a few on the bench, but Miles Kenlock, he's going to be out for 8 to 11 days. So we've lost a couple of players there as well. Not done us any good at all. Casey Palmer is now 5 appearances away from making 30 appearances to trigger a transfer clause, part of his move from Charlton. If triggered, Ipswich Town will pay us $26,000. Thank you very much. Mackenzie having a good day at the office. Might be one of the highlights of the day. And Opie Edwards has told how tempers flared in the dressing room after Charlton's 4-2 championship defeat against Swansea. Indeed it did. Indeed it did. Right, we'll go through to the Brentford game then, which is next. And it's our second game of the episode. At home again, but this time, hopefully, we can pick up some points. We really, really need to. And it's a 6-pointer, because if we can win against Brentford, then we open a little bit of a gap up against them as well. And you come back for the game against Brentford in the Championship. Sanchez in goal, Gomez, Barker, Ellerou and Head are our defensive line for this one. Carroll and Henry are central midfield. Thomas, Helm and Edwards are attacking midfield. Afre continues up front. I am just wondering whether to change these to support roles. I'm going to do that and see if we can. We really need to push along here and see if we can get the thing. We're suffering from injuries. Quite a few players gone down with injuries. So Robbie McKenzie have picked up an injury. Miles Kenlock we know, and Saunders we know, both had injuries. As did Taylor, who was in to play in defence. He's suffered from that one. So all in all, we're not having a bit of a rough patch, as it were. Darren Ferguson, the manager at Brentford. Right, pumped fists, outstretched arms, hands in pockets, hands on hips, hands in pockets. Expecting to see a much better performance today. Afri is nervous. Get out there and make a difference. Not really sorted him out. Charlie Baker is composed, as is Sean Head, and not convinced any of those. So we're stuck. So second game, home game in a row, and we need to be picking something up from this game. We have a corner early on. Henry with the corner, and it's headed back out. Henry gets a second bite of the cherry. He's pushed it into Carroll. Carroll looking for Ellerou. Has found him, but we're coming backwards at the moment. Barker over the top to Afri, who just chips it into the back of the net, and we are off and running. 2 minutes on the clock. Can't think that's a little bit too early though, but the crowd seem happy. Barker over the top, and Afri on the volley, not even letting it hit the ground. Goalkeeper come out, beat the goalkeeper. Question of offside here. I don't think he is offside. He's played onside by Sanchez to Ellerou. To Henry. Back to Ellerou. Forward to Edwards. Helm finds Afri. Afri chips it wide to Thomas. Thomas now. He's lost the ball, but looked as if it was pretty much in slow motion. Then we get out of line. One thing that I have to say, when SI do the next bit of thing, is what we could do with seeing it. It's great seeing it from this angle, but what we really want to do is look along that line to see if the ball has crossed the line. It clearly hasn't in this case, and we moved up to 16th place by taking that lead. Gomez with the throw into Helm. Back to Gomez. Gomez to Henry. Carroll. Going backwards at the moment. We were going backwards before. Carroll to Ellerou. Let's chip that forward again for Afray. But it's headed out to Opie Edwards, who's into the penalty area now. And Helm gets his 9th goal of the season from that attacking midfield role. Puts us 2-0 up after 17 minutes. And so far so good. They are equaling us for shots, not necessarily shots on target. We have a corner on the far side. Henry to the near post, but it's headed clear, and they are on the break. So we need to be very careful here. Cross in, and Jordan, he's got one back. Jordan Ibby. And that puts us under a bit of pressure now. Deary, deary me. Head throws it and it's cleared upfield. Ellerou to Head, to Ellerou, to Henry. Helm. Edwards. Head. Can he get a cross in? He can get it into Edwards. Henry crosses it in. Headed back out again, but Henry wins it, but he's lost it, and they come on the counter. And as we know, defensively, we're not sound at the minute, but Ellerou cuts that one out. Ellerou and Carroll. Ellerou going forward now, looking for Thomas. Thomas heads it on, but Afri hasn't gone after it. And the highlight continues, and they come at us again. And we're outnumbered here. Jordan in again, and he's put it away again. So from a 2-0 lead, we are back level, and I'm getting very fed up with the way that my teams are playing. I need to do something, and I'm not quite sure what it is. We are poor, giving away goals, and defensively, I mean, just not in it at all, are we? I know we've got injuries, but we might as well throw this away, to be fair. And they have a free kick now. That one going just over. And half time arrives. 8 shots, 6 on target, 1.03 against their 12 and 6, a 1.48. Got slightly better possession, but that's about it. And once again, we are looking in trouble and need to do something very, very quickly. I'm going to have a look and see what we can do at half time. We'll be right back with the second half. And you come back and join us for the second half. Had a little bit of a tweak around at half time, nothing too dramatic, no changes as yet. And Afray gets us underway for this second half. A 2-2, and we do need to be sneaking a winning goal somewhere in this. Not changing because of yellow cards, we just haven't got the manpower to do that. Through to 70 minutes and not a lot happening. Thomas is tired out on that right side, sorry, on the left side. Anderson will come on for him. I am tempted to go to 2 up front, just because we need to be looking for this win. Right. But at the same point, I don't want to lose. So we're in a bit of a quandary here. Oh, we have a free kick. Henry with the free kick. It's gone wide. I was hoping that he might have floated that in. And somebody might have snuck a thing. Helm is now tired, which gives us the opportunity to go to up front. And that is what we will do. And we're going to load our tactic and take Mark Helm off for Toppin. We're going to be that brash. I think we'll hold it as supporting roles. And if ever there was a time, now's the time for him to score. Score and get on the then we're getting tired now, aren't we? Again. Okay, who hasn't played the best out of this? Like, Carroll is probably the worst of all of them. Who have we got to bring on for him? And this is going to go as a draw, 2-2 draw. So we've lost one and drawn one in this particular episode, and never really totally in it. 14 shots, 11 of which are on target in the end, 1.56 against their 1.70. 16 shots, 7 on target, and they matched us up, and we just couldn't really do anything, could we? Not happy with their performance out there. It's poor. Once again, we need to do something very dramatic, I think, and I'm not quite sure what it is. Still 18th in the table, 4 points between us and Brentford, so nothing's changed. Goal difference wise, we've dropped a few more points goal difference, and we're in danger of getting lost by this middle group here getting away from us. The likes of Sunderland and what have you can get away, then we're in trouble. So that's where we're at. We won't prolong this episode any more than we need to. We are going to come back for Tottenham and Watford in our next episode, the FA Cup 5th round, and a game against Watford in the league. And hopefully by then we'll be seeing a little bit of daylight, and then we'll be moving ever towards the end of the season. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. And new episodes of To Be a Legend are currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15pm. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2 is where you need to be. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode, which will be episode 47, and it'll be out on Monday. Until then, goodbye.